little more bayou fishing today. New spot, not been here before. Got some good bait for a change, some nice fresh mullet that I caught yesterday. And what I'm gonna do is just cut a piece of it off. I like to use just sometimes the fillets of a fish as bait. There, that's what we're gonna do. Just a piece of that meat with the skin. It'll give it a nice flash. I'll stand out in the water. We've got a Carolina rig coming down to some thick monofilament and a circle hook tied with a live bait knot, just like that. Now I've seen some fish hit the top of the water. I don't know what they are though. They could be, armored catfish. They have a tendency to come up and back down real fast. Could be carp, could be gar. We don't know. But it's gonna be fun, I think. Let's see here. Oh, the lane cast. Oh, there's a fish right in front of me. It's a very peculiar area. Quite a steep slope. It's nice and mowed over there, and over here, the grass must be at least 3-4 feet high. I've kind of made myself a crop circle, if you will. I'm gonna drain the water out of my ice chest. Always smart to do that. By the way, put your ice in a bag. You're gonna put it in direct contact with your fish. I like to do both. I put my ice in one bag, my fish in the other, so that the chlorine from the ice never touches my fish. All right, now, as with most bayous in the Houston area, there's a chance for alligator gar in here, so naturally we brought the alligator gar rod. 100-pound line coming down to about 100-pound wire and a big game treble hook. Had somebody telling me once that this was too heavy and that I shouldn't use such heavy tackle for gar. The problem is that when you're fishing from the bank, you have to have heavy tackle when you're fishing a potentially large fish. And by large, I don't mean 20 pounds. A gar, you got to remember, 99% of the gar you're going to catch are going to be, a couple of pounds. But there are gar in these bayous. There's gars in Texas that can weigh hundreds of pounds, and I've seen them with my own eyes. I just haven't been fortunate enough to hook up on one yet that big. But they're out here. So to be responsible for the fish, because alligator gar are a species that I do not kill. I catch and release gar. I only catch and release gar. To responsibly do that, you have to have heavy tackle to safely land the fish. If you don't have heavy tackle, you're going to end up getting busted off if you can't follow that fish around in a boat. Even from a boat, gar love snags. They absolutely love diving down into snags. They live in areas that are just fraught with fallen trees. Heavy tackle is the order of the day. And there's a lot of guys, a lot of professional guides that will fish with heavier tackle than this. I think most guys on the Trinity River, if you listen to them talk about their specs, their braid is at least 130 pounds. It's heavier than this. So, yep, heavy tackle is the order of the day. Now, that should hold. That is a good looking piece of bait right there, by the way. If you were a gar, you'd be getting hungry right now. Now the current's pretty slow here, so I can free line this, especially being that this is a pretty big piece of carp. I'm gonna cast out that direction. This looks like a beautiful landscape with the beautiful tree line and the slow-moving water and the cloudy skies. But the slow-moving water is filled with pollution and chemicals, and there's trash everywhere, and the clouds are actually smoke from a fire that's burning further east from the city. Oh, that was money. Money, money, money in the bank. Maybe. Money invested. Money invested. Maybe. We'll be going to the bank. We don't know yet. Fish on. Fish running. Now, With gar, you can't strike too fast. You gotta let him run. You gotta let him move a little bit. Because what's gonna happen if I pick up that rod and I just try to strike, more than likely, that bait is just in the tip of its mouth. And the hook probably isn't even in the animal's mouth at all. He just stopped. It doesn't mean he dropped the bait, it means he probably stopped. He's sitting, deciding, does he want to swallow this? Now he's moving off again. Probably go ahead, now he's really taken off. I'll probably go ahead and set the hook now. Oh yeah. Not sure if I got a... Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. And that's why you can't strike too fast with these fish. I just didn't give them the time he needed. Because what they do is they move off with it, and only when they're certain that the prey is dead and it's something they want to swallow and they can swallow it in safety, will they move it from the front of their mouth up here to the back. And this is the only spot in a gar's mouth, you know, when you're talking about any respectable sized gar, that you can actually hook. Because the rest of their mouth is just too solid and bony. Oh, I've got something running on the other line. Excuse me. Circle hook on this one. And that's a fish on. Yep. Oh, it's a decent sized one. I don't know what it is yet. I want to keep him near the surface because there's a lot of sharp rocks down there. He'll cut this line. Oh, what are you? What are you? I can't tell what he is. But he's decent. Oh, guys, this is a good fish. What have we got here? Oh, I still can't tell. He's come up to the surface at least 3 times now. I think he's a catfish. Oh yeah, guys, he's a huge catfish. Oh, and he threw the hook. Oh. What kind of a god are you? But seriously though, that was an absolute monster catfish. I've never seen one that big. I hope he showed up on the head cam. Oh, I cannot believe he got off. My hands are shaking. Shaking, shaking, shaking. The hook is not distorted at all. Damn. That fish was big. All right, changing plans. Big circle hook, the guts, organs, swim bladder, heart of that mullet with a big chunk of his flank. 100-pound line is my leader. 4-ounce weight, and I've got it on this rod here. And yes, actually this rod is marketed as a catfishing rod, so should do the job. There we go. On the bottom. Yep. Coming in a little bit easier, this one, but there's a fish on the end of this line. What are you? Ooh. that. Coming in a little bit easier this one, but there's a fish on the end of this line. What are you? Ooh, that is a pretty decent catfish. Not bad at all. Yeah, listen to him. This is a big blue catfish. Check this out. That is a pretty decent sized blue catfish. Absolutely nothing compared to the one that we lost a moment ago. But nice fish, very lively, very pretty. Listen, very vocal too. Okay, you see how you can see the vibrations in his pectoral fins when he makes those noises? That's because that's how he does it. He squeezes pectoral fins into his swim bladder to push out the air to make that noise. Absolutely fantastic fish. Put him back. Good catch. Quite happy with this. Oh, there he goes. Come on. Come on, come on. Oof. Look at these fat catfish. These are very well-fed fish. Beautiful. And you know it's not the same one because I can see where this one was hooked, as opposed to the other one being hooked in a different corner of its jaw. Beautiful animal. Beautiful fish. I just love the patterns on these big blue catfish. Just fantastic. Put this guy back. Let's let him recover for a second. He'll go when he wants. Okay. There he goes. This is the magic concoction right here. Swim bladder with a bit of fish meat. I'm gonna throw this out towards those trees. Beautiful. Guys, we have a fish on. I put some bait on the bait caster because I thought it'd be a more fun fight if I could get one of these catfish on a lighter rod. Oh, he's swimming towards us. Goodness gracious, there he is. There he is. Nicely. Nice. I don't want him to smash himself up on the rocks. Let's get down there to him. That was fun. That was fun. Oh, soft grass. Get this rod over here. Ah. Nice fish. Nice fish, good. And I can see the hook, so it'll come out. Hook's out. Nice fish. Ow, good size. Fun, ow. Fun catch on a bait caster. These catfish are just fantastic. There's a lot of them in here. It's a good day. Not what I thought I was gonna come here and get, but man, I'm happy. Oh, cool, look at this. Okay, so look at this fish. Look at the barb on your right-hand side, and then look at the barbel on your left-hand side, and you see that one forks out. That's an indication that that one has been amputated in the past, probably by either another catfish during breeding season or in a territorial dispute, maybe stabbed at by a bird, he was attacked by a gar, who knows. But it was cut off, and they do grow back, but that is a common thing is that when they grow back, they grow back like that, forked. Really unique. Cool, cool, cool animal. Let's put him back. That was a lot of fun. Just gonna let him sit until he's ready to go. You never push a fish off. You give them the opportunity. When they're ready, they'll do that. That was great. That's what we caught him on right here. Just a small single hook, a bit of that mullet. I'm actually just gonna leave that on, cast it back out. Get some of that slime off the line there. Whew. Big fish on again. Can we keep him on this time? Okay. Okay, we're on the mono now. Ooh. That's a decent sized fish. Let's get down there. These catfish out here, fairly sizable. Let me move this out of your field of view there. That's a fat fish. Look at the size of him. There we go. Pretty good. Quite pleased with this. Very beautiful. And it's the middle of the day. I can only imagine what it would be like fishing these at night. Really, really lovely. There's a bit of blood there. He's fine. That's just from the hook puncture, which is in just the corner of his mouth. There's a circle hook, so he's quite fine. If I could only hold on to him. There we go. He's quite all right, this guy. But isn't he nice? Lovely fish. Let's put him back. Ah, don't fall. The fish can go in the water. I don't want to go in the water. There we go. Oh, he didn't take any time. The bite has slowed down dramatically. I have a feeling it's probably going to stay that way till this evening. We've had a good day here, and I think I want to end it on a high note. I'm a little bit upset that the biggest fish of the day, by a large margin, is the one that got off the hook right off the bat. All those catfish combined were nothing compared to that one that we lost. But ain't that the way it always is? The one you lose is always the biggest one, of course. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. So we're packing up. And I'll see you guys later. Stay tuned. Big trip planned this coming weekend. Hopefully, big fish to go with it.